कुछ समझ में आया? ना ना, यहाँ पे मैंने स्टूडेंट तो वहां पे नहीं हुआ, वो फेसबुक कस्बा में। हम्म। हेलो स्टूडेंट, वेलकम टू विद्यानेस्ट। I hope the last class of Ellipse you could follow and it was helpful, I think. Now let us proceed something more on this. Ellipse, ellipse equation we got. This is the equation of the ellipse. X square by a square, y square by b square is equal to 1. Okay. Now there is a tangent. There is a chord. Y is equal to mx plus c. Now this second degree equation and this linear equation will form a quadratic equation. Why? Because the line meets the curve in 2 points. Then how to make the quadratic? You do one thing, that y's value you put here, x square by a square. In place of y, you put mx plus c whole square. Okay? You can ask me that why you are pursuing this? Because once you get quadratic equation, that means from there I can get the condition of tangency. That is important for JEE and board. See, how do they form a quadratic? That value of y is plucked and put here. Open it. Now, you do one thing. You separate the like terms. What is meant by like terms? Here you got x square. Here you got x square. You make them separate. Plus 2mc x plus c square by b square minus 1 is equal to 0. So which form does it attain? It attains the form of a quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c. Then how will you be benefited by this? Take the LCM, or instead of taking the LCM, let us bring one condition. When this chord will become tangent, you observe if these meeting point are approaching each other, and once they will fall on each other, that chord will become tangent. Then these 2 points will fall on each other or approaching each other, and the chord becomes tangent. Means here we got two values of x and two values of y. That means that equation has two roots. Now, once the quadratic gets single root, means if two roots coincide with each other, then the chord will become tangent. Yes or no? Hope you understand. Then you write 2b tangent. 2b tangent discriminant of the equation must be 0. If you put discriminant 0, then what is discriminant? That formula you have to recall. Discriminant means b square minus 4ac. What is a over here? This is a, the whole thing is b, this is c. So discriminant 0 means b square minus 4ac will be 0. From this stage, I am shifting here. Okay? C. It gives you what? What is b? Instead of b, you put 2nc by b square whole square minus 4ab. 4 ab is equal to 0. So that will give us, just multiply and remove the brackets. C square by a square b square minus 1 by a square m square c square by b to the power 4. Now 4 will be taken common and that will get cancelled with 0. That will get cancelled with 0. I will take 4 common. So what simplification is waiting for us? You remove the brackets. C square a square b square minus minus plus b to the power 4 plus m square b square. Anything to be cancelled here? That part to be cancelled. Now what is left for us? See, you keep 1 by a square by m square plus b square in a bracket, and that minus c square by a square plus b square, which is kept in the left hand side, will be shifted to right hand side. So take the LCM. Cancel. So C is equal to plus minus root a square m square plus b square. Okay. This is the condition of tangency. This is the condition of tangency. This is the condition of tangency of the line to the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. Okay. So this is the condition of tangency of a line y is equal to mx plus c to the ellipse. Now, what will be the equation of the tangents? Why we are using plural? Because plus minus both are coming. And we know from external point, we can draw two tangents. So, you write therefore, equation of tangents. It is called tangents of slope form. Slope. Why? Here slope, m is involved. Slope form. This is the equation, the straight line of slope form. Equation of the tangents of slope form will be y is equal to mx This is the condition of tangency. This is the equation of the tangents. Now, once you get equation of the tangent, then one question will arise. What is that? That is point of contact. How to find this point of contact? See, that value of C will be placed in this equation, quadratic equation, this equation. In place of this equation, in place of C, in lieu of C, we will put that value and you just see the outcome. Okay? See, here that value of C will be placed. Here this equation, quadratic equation, will be simplified to its in a new version. You see, by taking the LCM, x square a square m square plus b square by a square b square plus 2m. What is C? Suppose I am letting plus sign. I am letting plus sign. A square m square plus b square. In place of C, I can put into x plus c square zero. Okay. So this is the quadratic equation. So from where did I start? This is the equation of an ellipse. This is the equation of a chord. Chord meets the ellipse in 2 points. So 2 point means 2 roots will be there. By solving, we will get 2 roots. Now 2 roots means it will form a quadratic. How to form the quadratic? What we have done, mx plus c will be placed in place of y. So how to expand it? A square b square 2abx plus c square. Now what next is waiting for us? We split it. See, x square, both the x square taken together. X square, we had this x square 1 by a square coefficient, this x square m square by b square. 2mc by b square into x. C square by b square minus 1 is equal to 0. So this is the quadratic equation, that white color chord. Now when it will become tangent, when these two intersecting point or meeting point will fall on each other. See, gradually this point is approaching, this point is approaching other, and once they fall on each other, that chord will become tangent. What is meant by that? The chord will become tangent when, in terms of quadratic, we can say that to be tangent, discriminant. Why the question of discriminant is knocking at our door? Because we have got a quadratic equation, and quadratic equation in junior class has taught us discriminant. The discriminant will be 0 because 2 roots will become 1 roots. Once you able to make discriminant 0, now you compare this thing by A, this thing by B, this thing by C, the whole thing. Now from this place to this place, asterisk sign you notice. Discriminant 0, b square minus 4ac. What is b? 2mc by b square whole square minus 4 ac. C 4, you multiply. Simple multiplication which you are taught in junior class, I have multiplied. By multiplication, what we got, this 2 part will get cancelled, and this thing we have got. From here, C is equal to this. This is the condition of tangency of the line. Y is equal to mx plus c to the ellipse. Now, what is the equation of the tangent? Tangent is y is equal to mx plus c. In place of this c, I have placed plus minus this. So y, see, there is, a plural given, not singular. Plural, tangents. Why tangents? Because m's power is 2. That means it will be a quadratic equation. And so from external point, I can draw 2 tangent to the ellipse. So let us take the plus sign only. Why? Now our aim is to find the point of contact, this point and this point. See, point of contact. What we have done? That C's value is plucked and placed in place of this C. See, this equation. In this equation, we see arrow sign is there. A square m square plus b square by a square b square, simple LCM. Instead of this C, I have put root a square m square plus b square. X was there, x is still remain by b square. And instead of c square, I have put a square m square plus b square by b square minus 1. So, what simplification is waiting for us after that? Hope it is visible still. See, take the LCM. You take the LCM, x square, a square m square plus b square by plus 2m root a square m square plus b square by b square x. Take the LCM. That will be simplified to b square, and that b square will get cancelled. a square m square by b square is equal to 0. Now we have nothing but to take the LCM. We have nothing but to take the LCM in adequate place. So I am shifting here. See, take the LCM. X square. Instead of this, I can write root a square m square plus b square whole square plus 2m, this is b, a square m square plus b square square x plus a to the power 4 m square is equal to 0. I have taken the LCM. LCM part get multiplied with 0. So this will give you what? This will give you a simple formula of a plus b whole square. Hope you are enough mature to understand that. Okay. So once we know, from our childhood we have seen this result, a square 0 means a must be 0. So this thing whole square 0 means x root a square m square plus b square plus a square m is equal to 0. So what is x? From here we have got x is minus a square m by root a square m square plus b square. That is the x component of the tangent. Now how to find y component? Here I took plus value of c. Now y is equal to mx plus c. C means here root a square m square plus b square. Just now what value of x we have got? Minus a square m by root a square m square plus b square plus, take the LCM, root will be removed. See, this into this, there will be no root. A square m plus a square m square, m into m square plus a square m square plus b square by root. So that is the y component. Y component. So what conclusion I can draw? What conclusion I can draw? That if y is equal to mx plus c be tangent to x square by square, y square by b square is equal to 1, then condition of tangency, we have got c is equal to plus minus root a square m square plus b square, and equation of tangents y is equal to mx plus minus c. Instead of c, I have placed this thing, and points of contact, one points of contact by taking plus value of c we had you observe C has two value plus minus root a square m square plus b square. We took plus value of that. We got x is this, y is this. Taking plus value, we got minus a square m by root a square m square plus b square and minus b square plus b square root a square m square plus b square. So that is one point. Another point for other end, what about this? This point I got. Now this point, you can draw two tangents. See, you can draw two tangents from external point. Suppose one point is like that, another point. So then minus will become plus, plus will become minus. In more precise way, instead of this, you can write C. Instead of this, you can write C because C is that thing. Okay. So this is the one important formula for JEE level. And the derivation you have seen, application of quadratic equation, which you were taught in class 9 or 10 level. So that is the tangents in slope form. And you have observed that from external point, we can draw two tangents. From external point, we can draw two tangents. Now, next part is, let equation of tangents. We have got meet outside of the ellipse at hk, like this, hk. That means that point's x component and this equation's x component will be same. That point y component and this equation y component will be same. So in place of y, I can put k. In place of x, I can put h plus minus this thing. Now, you bring mh in this side. mh in this side. To remove or to ease the calculation, we will square both sides. That plus minus will be withdrawn. So, what is the point of doing that? We will get a quadratic equation in M. Carefully follow. After this stage, open it with a minus b whole square. A square so you frame one equation in terms of m square, you bring in this side m square h square minus a square minus 2 khm. Hope you can catch the concept. Plus constant term is k square minus b square. So again, like the previous state, it has attained the form of x square plus bx plus c. Here what is a? If you get confused, this is a, this is b with this minus sign, and this is c. Okay. Now it you have seen that from external point two tangents can be drawn. From external point two tangents can be drawn. So they have two roots. One is m1, m2, two slope, two lines, two slope. So it is a quadratic equation in m, not in x. So it has two roots. It has two roots, say m1 and m2. Now, what is the property of quadratic you were taught in junior class? Sum of the root minus b by a and product of the root c by a. Now you see, now if the angle between the tangent is 90 degree, then what will be the locus of that point HK? What is meant by locus? This point lies on which path? Okay, suppose you are passing through a straight line, passing through a road, straight road. That means your path will be a straight line. So that HK lies on which path? See, if that pair of tangents have 90-degree angle between them, then m1 m2 minus 1. So once you get m1 m2 minus 1, put here a square minus b square by h square minus a square. It gives you what? So h square plus k square is equal to a square plus b square. Okay. So what is the locus of hk? In place of h, I will replace x, because this is a generalization. So once hk means any point. Well, how can I generalize it? In place of h, I will put x. In place of k, I will put y. Therefore, locus of point of intersection of the perpendicular tangents to the ellipse is what? In place of h, I will put x square. In place of k, I will put y square, a square plus b square. So, what is the recognition of this curve? It is a circle. What kind of circle? What is the nomenclature of this? It is called director circle. Director circle of the ellipse, x square by a square, y square by b square is equal to 1 is this. Director circle.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now, we have got till now what? We have got till now equation of tangent of slope form. Now, equation of tangent at any point of the ellipse will be what? That is an ellipse. Any point x1, y1. Equation of the ellipse. Okay. Now, topic is what? Equation of tangent at any point on the ellipse this. So, x1, y1 lies where? On the equation of the ellipse, on this curve. So, x1, y1 will satisfy the equation, that is result number 1. Now, see, you differentiate this. Okay. Basic level differentiation is required to find the slope of the tangent. To find the slope of the tangent. Split so here 1 by a square constant and x square differentiation is 2x. 1 by b square constant by chain rule. You can get 2i dy dx 0. So 2i by b square from both sides I can cancel 2 and I will get dy dx. Okay. Now dy dx at this point is what? Dy dx at x1 y1. That is slope m. That is slope m. Now the tangent is itself a straight line. And you know the basic rule of straight line, that if it passes through a fixed point x1, y1 with slope m, what will be its equation? You write equation of tangent at x1, y1 to the ellipse is what? Y minus y1 m. What is m? Minus b square x1 by a square y1 x minus x1. Okay. So what I can conclude from this, we have nothing but to cross multiply and see the outcome. A square y1, a square y1 square, b square x1 plus b square x1 square. So is equal to what? B square x1 okay. Now what is the use of that result? Now we can get, you divide both sides by a square b square. See, that will give you what? x1 by a square, y1 by b square. What is the result of this? 1. So that is equation of tangent at x1 y1 to the ellipse. This. Okay. This is the equation of tangent. Is it that much of tough? No, I think.
No, sir.
Good. Now we'll do, sometimes jugglery of theory brings a monotonicity. Okay, it has become monotonous because theory is not all. The execution is theory is must. Let's see one example of this type. Let the line two x plus 3y minus k is equal to 0 where k greater than 0. intersect x and y axis at A and B. A and B. If the equation of a circle, if the equation of a circle having the line segment AB as diameter equation of circle is x square, equation of the circle having the line segment AB as diameter is x square plus y square minus 3x minus 2y is equal to 0, and the length of the lattice rectangle length of the lattice rectangle of the ellipse x square plus 9y square is equal to k square is m by n, where m and n are coprime. Then value of 2m plus n is, there are four options: 10, 11, 13, 12. It came in JEE Main 2024. That means not uh, not far. It is, recent past. The student had to face. Now, first you observe that the first line gives you what? 2x plus 3y is equal to k. 2x plus 3y is equal to k. So, you can write it in intercept form. What is that intercept form? You recall your memory. X by a plus y by b is equal to 1. X by k, 2x by k plus 3y by k is equal to 1. But you can say this is not the intercept form. Still, we have 2 as the coefficient of x. So x by k by 2 plus y by k by 3. And it does what? What is its activity? What is the activity of this line? It intersects x and y axis at A and B. Draw the figure. This is A, this is B. You know the intercept form. This point is what? By intercept form, k by 2 comma 0. And this point 0 comma k by 3 we are taught in straight line. Now this thing is considered as a diameter. So you forget the sum. You just tell me that once you are given by that the AB is considered as diameter, and once you recall your memory that semicircle subtend 90 degree on the circumference, one class 10 or 9 level geometrical theory. So this is 90 degree. So this will form a semicircle. Yes or no? That is the knowledge of class 10. So that will form a semicircle. So you complete the circle like this. Okay? And you know that of a circle, if 2 extremities are given of a diameter, then equation of the circle is what? If you forget, I am reminding you. Suppose this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. This is a diameter given. This is a semicircle. Equation of the circle. Just recall your memory. Just revisit the past. That was the equation. So here we follow that. You can ask me, sir, why you are doing this? Because the equation which I will get will be compared to the given equation, because this circle already given. This circle already given. But that k is unknown. So by comparing, k will become known to us. So considering AB as diameter, equation of the circle, x minus x1, you consider this thing as x1, y1. X minus x1, this is x2, y2. X minus x2 plus y minus y1, y minus y2. Okay, this is the equation of the circle. So what privilege does it give us? We have to multiply. We have nothing but to wait for a while. Hope you have seen the question. For the accommodation of the sum, I have take it in one side. Now multiply x square plus y square minus kx by 2 minus what? Ky by 3 is equal to 0. That is comparable to what? It is same as what? Given in the question, you see x square, y square minus 3x minus 2y is equal to 0. Okay. So these two circles are same. So their coefficient must be equal. You take this or this. K by 2 is 3. K is 6. So that unknown term K has become known to us. Once you get K, then the equation of the ellipse will be known to you. Okay, once you get K, the equation of the ellipse will be known to you. Therefore, equation of ellipse will be what? X square plus 9y square is equal to K square, means 6 square. Now, convert it into the standard form of ellipse. 9 by 36, 2 square. So it has become the standard form of the ellipse. Now what is the latus rectum? We are told to find the latus rectum of the ellipse. Its latus rectum latus rectum 2b square by a. 2, what is b? B, 2 square by a. A is what? A is 6. 8 by 6, 4 by 3. And that is comparable to what? M by n. They are also co-prime. So by comparing, we can get m is 4, n is 3, and you are told to find what? 2m plus n. Therefore, 2m plus n is 2 into 4, 8, plus 3, 11. 11. Does it find in any place? Yes. Option B. So it is a JEE recent past question. Does it seem to you tough? No, I think.
Yes, sir.
Just go through at a glance. Now we'll skip to the next question of, we'll do one JEE advanced level question. Why will be confined only in JEE main? Okay, we'll exceed the barrier of main and reach the JEE advanced level. Consider the ellipse x square by 9 plus y square by 4 is equal to 1. Okay. Let S be a point in the first quadrant X be a point in the first quadrant such that P square by 9 plus Q square by 4 greater than 1. Okay, that is given in the question. Now, two tangents are drawn. Two tangents are drawn from that S to the ellipse. To the ellipse, such that to the ellipse of which one meets the ellipse at one end of the latus rectum. One meets the ellipse at one end of the end of the minor axis. And the other meets the ellipse and the other ellipse at the point T in fourth quadrant. Okay, fourth quadrant. Let R be the vertex of the ellipse. Let R be the vertex of the ellipse with positive x coordinate. With positive x coordinate and O be the center of the ellipse. O be the center of ellipse. If area of triangle ORT is 3 by 2, then which of the following is correct? Four options are given. Option A, Q2 P 3 root 3. Option B, Q2 P 4 root 3. Option C, Q1 P 5 root 3. Option D, Q1 P 6 root 3. So, it is essay type question. What is the similarity between the previous sum and this sum? Previous sum came in 2024. This sum also came in 2024. What is the difference? Obviously, difference in level. But it came in JEE Main, it came in JEE Advance. Okay. JEE Advance. But students get tensed when they face JEE Advanced level question. But see, if you analyze line by line, you can manage JEE Advanced level question in short span. Okay, let's see. This is one of the sum. Wait for a while. See, first part is, that is the ellipse. Let us draw the figure. X square, 9 means 3 square. Y square by 2 square. So this is 3, this is 2. This is the ellipse. Okay. But you see, PQ is a point lying in the first quadrant such that it satisfies this condition. It means what? See, had this point been lie on that curve, then x would have been replaced by p. I would have got p square by 9 and q square by 4 is equal to 1. Okay, had it been equal to 1, then we would have drawn one conclusion, that point is lies on the circle, on the ellipse, but it is greater than 1. So PQ lies outside the ellipse. So here is S. PQ lies outside the ellipse. This point is 3, 0. That is minus 3, 0, 0, 2, 0, minus 2. Okay. So this p square by 9 plus q square by 4 greater than 0 implies PQ point lies outside the ellipse. Outside the ellipse. Now, two tangents are drawn to the ellipse. Two tangents from that point is drawn to the ellipse, which meets the ellipse and one end of the minor axis. From here, one tangent is drawn and that meets the ellipse at the one end of minor axis, that is B, and that point already derived 0, 2 by comparing, and other meets the ellipse at the point T in the fourth quadrant. So let us draw it clearly. Okay, that point of meeting point is T, that is in the fourth quadrant. So there is a tangent in bold form. That is T. Now, R be the vertex of the ellipse. R be the vertex of the ellipse. And O be the center of the ellipse. That is O. Now, there is R. This point is R, that point. So, ORT one triangle is so formed whose area is 3 by 2. We are told to find that the correct answer. So, first of all, we will find the tangent at 0, 2. And tangent's equation, few minutes back, we have got x(x1) plus by a square plus y(y1) by b square is equal to 1. So, equation of the tangent at B, that point I am getting A. Okay. See, better to draw a new figure because the figure has become a little bit clumsy. Hardly you can understand. See, x square by 9. First, there is the point PQ. That is the point PQ. One tangent is drawn here. One tangent will go like that. That is T in fourth quadrant. Now, little bit clear figure we have got. This is R. This triangle area of triangle ORT 3 by 2. Now, this point is R. This is I am letting B. and by the rule of coordinate, that is 0, 2, because one endpoint of minor axis. So at B, equation of tangent x1, what is x1? 0 by a square plus y1 by a square is equal to 1. Okay. So from here we have got y is equal to 2, the equation of the tangent, and slope m0. M0 means y is equal to 2, means the line is parallel to the tangent. See, parallel to what? X-axis, clearly visible. Tangent at B parallel to x-axis and meets PQ, that is S. So what is the y component of this point? That is Q. Therefore, Q is also 2. Yes or no? I have got Q is 2. Okay. Now, another tangent meets the ellipse at T. OR is known to us. OR is known to us. Now, what is the equation of the tangent ST? That we are told to find. Equation of the tangent ST we are told to find. How to find that? That is a big issue. How to find that equation of ST, that P, and tangent at any point T. Okay. How to find? See, any other clue is there? Only one clue is there. That is what? That is area. Area of the triangle in which OR is known to us. What is OR? OR is 3. This height we don't know. So you proceed in this way. See, triangle ORT 3 by 2. ORT 3 by 2. Now, that is half base into height. Half base into height. Okay. Now, 2 cancel. 3 cancel. H is equal to 1. Magnitude of H is equal to 1. So that is the y component of the point, but it lies in the fourth quadrant. So it is -1. X component we don't know. Then let T x comma -1. Okay. So what we have done? Triangle ORT is given 3 by 2. That is half base into height. 3 by 2, 2 by 2 cancel. Magnitude of that height is 1. So, it goes downwards. So, y component of that point, x and y, if I see -1 and x component yet to be known. But x component, we are told to find. It is required. But x comma -1, lies on ellipse. So, what is the equation of the ellipse? X square by 9, y square by 4 is equal to 1. In place of x, you put that x. And in place of y, you put that -1. So that will give you what? X square by 9 is equal to 3 by 4. So x is equal to plus minus 3 root 3 by 2. Plus minus 3 root 3 by 2. That is x. Hope you got it. But see, x is in the right hand side of origin. So I will take only plus value. Only plus value. So this point I have got 3 root 3 by 2 comma -1. Now on that point I will draw a tangent. On that point I will draw a tangent. See the outcome. Wait for a while. At t, equation of tangent is what? x1, that is 3 root 3 by 2 plus y1, that is -1 by that was 9, x1 by s square tangent. This is y1 by 6. Sorry, 4. y1 by 4. Be careful in putting that. Now this is the equation of the tangent at t. Now its straight meets the point S. Here S is P comma Q. Q we have just got 2. Q I have got 2. It meets S, that is P comma Q. That is P comma 2. Why? Because earlier we got Q is equal to 2. Where it is? Here it is. Now Q in place of X put P. 3 root 3. 2 into 9. In place of Y, 2 is equal to 1. Cut it. 2. So 3 will get cancelled. P root 3 by 2, 3. 2 into 3 is equal to 1 plus half. That is 3 by 2. So P root 3, 2 will get cancelled. P root 3 is what? 9. P is 3 root 3, Q is 2. So what is the option is matching here? This is the option is matching here. Q2 P 3 root 3. So this is JEE advanced level sum. But if you analyze the sum step by step, if you analyze the sum step by step, it will not be seem to you tough. Okay, nothing is tough in this world. Okay, got it? Understood this sum? If any doubt is there, must knock. So in ellipse, you know, maximum few things are still left. It is like parabola. It is like parabola. What is that? I'm just mentioning that if that ellipse is given, one chord is given, ellipse is x square by a square, like parabola, like circle, no point of, you know, proving or encroaching the time. This is the midpoint. Okay, and this is the ellipse. You know, tangents expression, tangents expression, that is T. From the equation, you withdraw equal to sign. X1 by a square, y1 by b square minus 1. Curve expression, you withdraw that, lift off the, put off the equal to sign. X square by a square plus y square by b square minus 1. S1 means any arbitrary point to be placed on the curve, but you withdraw this equal to sign. So locus of the midpoint, locus of midpoint of the chord, like parabola, we can write T is equal to S1. T is what? X1 by a square, y1 by b square minus 1 is equal to x1 square by a square, y1 square by b square minus 1. T is equal, that is locus of the midpoint. From here, you can get one thing. Y1 minus minus will get cancelled. Y1 minus x1 by a square plus this thing. So what is y? Y is minus b square x, b square x1 by a square y1 into x plus so that is the slope m. Okay, that is the slope m. So from here I can say that this is the locus of, so in this case m is the slope of this. So this is a chord, and if you get an ellipse, and if you get all midpoints of the chord, all midpoints of the chord, then locus of that midpoint, locus of midpoint, in that case y is equal to minus a square by b square m x, that is diameter of the ellipse, diameter of the ellipse. Diameter means locus of midpoints of parallel chords. Okay, that is diameter of the ellipse. Now, if you get earlier you got condition of perpendicular tangent. Now, if any two tangents are drawn, this is x square by s square. Everything is proved, but that type of proof in parabola and circle we did. Any two tangents are drawn. Okay. So, locus of, this is HK, suppose, locus of point of intersection of perpendicular tangents, S1 T square. What is S? X square by S square, Y square by B square minus 1. So these extra formula you have to learn. X1 by S square, Y1 by B square minus 1 whole square. That is, earlier we got the condition of 90 degree of the perpendicular, pair of tangents. Here any angle is so formed, that is the locus. So more or less properties of ellipse are done, but we have to do few more sums. Mainly on this, we have just done tangents condition. Okay, normal is still left. Then subtangent, subnormal. Okay, so these things will be discussed in next class. Hope whatever is discussed today you could follow. Mainly the previous two sums, it is curves making sum, means the sum look very tough, but once you eliminate the toughness, it becomes so diluted. Yes or no? Hope I think yes. So you must be absorbed in that diluted part of the JEE main or advanced level sum. Don't be afraid. So keep on watching our video and keep on solving. If you get doubt even, you can send me. Next day we'll meet with more problem on ellipse, and we'll about to start hyperbola also. Then after that, a compilation of all graphs of conic section will be discussed, all types. Okay, till then, goodbye, see you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.